welcome to the Foreign Currency Exchange Office.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Well, I'm here to, I wanted to know what is the current dollar-euro exchange rate?
It's currently 1.28 US dollars to the euro.
What? Last time I was here, it was $1.5 to the euro. How did it change?
Well, since both the dollar and the euro floating or flexible exchange rate, they're free to fluctuate constantly.
So, what causes them to move up and down?
It's basically a supply and demand thing. The supply and demand for a nation's currency are linked to the supply and demand for that nation's goods and services. I'll draw you a graph. See, here's the Eurozone's demand, and here's the supply. Currently, the equilibrium is here somewhere around 1.5 on this graph. However, if the demand were to fall or rise, or supply were to fall or rise, that could decrease or increase this, the exchange rate. So when supply and demand shift, so does that nation's currency's equilibrium.
Actually, what you're saying, when supply or demand for the nation's goods and services shift, so does the value of your currency?
Exactly.
Well, what causes the shifts in the nation's market?
It can be anything. For instance, supply could shift due to technological change or change in the amount of resources available. Demand could shift from increased advertising for that nation's goods or services, or changes in policy or so forth.
So, are supply and demand the only factors that affect the value on a currency?
They're the main ones, but there are others as well. For instance, the perceived health of a nation's economy can affect the value of a currency. Investors won't want to invest in the currency if the newspapers are all saying that that economy is on the verge of collapse. Other factors that can affect it are things such as consumer preferences or real interest rates. Let me show you this website. If you go to www.bloomberg.com, it shows a graph of the real-time euro-dollar exchange rate. See, it has it on a day-to-day basis, a month-by-month basis, and a yearly basis. And while the short-term changes are not very noticeable, over the long term, the changes can be very significant.
Wow, very interesting. Will it be okay if you could write down the website for me? I'm very interested to learn more about exchange rate.
Certainly.
Yeah, but thank you so much for guiding me in this tutorial of exchange rate. Will it be okay if you can get $100 worth of euros?
Certainly.
You have to change some money. Go to London, exchange to pound sterling. Visit all the money changers, ask them how much for $1 every day. They tell you different things. Buy imports, sell exports, you have to change currency, or else you can't buy any honey. Buying spaghetti from Italy, changing dollar to euro, or else we have to eat Maggie mee. Exchange rate got 3 types, floating, fixed and managed float. All are used by different countries. Floating is for free markets, fixed is for China, USA. Combine them and you get managed float. Exchange rate fluctuate every single night and day due to demand supply in the markets. Increased demand of our currency is known as appreciation. Decreased demand is therefore depreciation. Demand for our currency comes when we sell our exports. Supply comes when we buy imports. All this affects BOP, either surplus or deficit. That's why it's important to study.